So when you're on the street level, okay, and you're looking up the building, it really is very sculptural. You can see how the exoskeleton really frames the building, and no two residences are alike. They're all very unique. They're all very individual. Okay. The encasements for all the windows are crystalline glazing that's gunmetal, so the building really will stand like this, contemporary piece of sculpture that's timeless. At the front and center, obviously, is the architect, Zaha Hadid. She won the Pritzker Prize, which is like architecture's Nobel Prize, as you know. In 2004, she was the first woman to win it, female. She's also won several Sterling Awards. You can see from some of her scope of work, she's built mostly museums and cultural arts centers all over the world. What I think is pretty cool and very important is this one. The fact that she, again, you have a Pritzker Prize winning architect that built the London Aquatic Stadium for the Olympics for world-class athletes designing and building their swim experiences. This is her first residential tower in the Western Hemisphere we talked about. So this is your view. You're familiar with this.
Yeah, right? Definitely.
So what's beautiful, you have the turning basin here out to the government cut, the open sea, Fisher, South Beach, 395, which, as you know, is going to change. We're going to have this Wishbone signature suspension bridge, $600 million the city approved. So I was trying to think, is this like a Southern Place address? Is this like a Central Park West address? Is it like, San Francisco with the Golden Gate? Because it's going to be a suspension bridge that doesn't cast shadow, or tries not to cast shadow on Biscayne Bay. But really, it's Miami. We're building a new city, and it's really a very exciting time. So with the skyline, which I know you're very familiar with, you've got Marquis, about 300 residences. You've got 10 Museum, which is the building we're in right now on the 5th floor, 200 residences. You've got 900 Biscayne, 575 residences, and then you've got Marina Blue, another 500 plus residences. We are only 83, so I like to say we're the biggest, and we're also the smallest. Very exclusive. And you can see how it sits perfectly in a very prestigious position on the park.
Do you have any idea when the Science Museum is going to be done? I heard sometime next year.
6 months from now.
6 months? Okay.
And the park will launch at the same time.
Really? Okay.
That the museum will.
So all that,
highlight in between.
all that right space will be okay.
You bet.
Okay.
So just breaking down the building a little bit, for you, the 7 stories of parking. Everyone has 3 or 4 parking spaces, which is new for the city.
Yeah.
All right. So that's us. The 8th and 9th floor, the swim and spa deck, the amenities podium. I'll show you in just a minute. We have a better slide that I can sort of point out to you. 10,000 square feet, double height, 8th and 9th floor. And then the residences start 50 feet higher than where we are right now on the 5th floor. On the 10th and 11th floors here, with duplex penthouses, duplex townhouses. And then the 12th and 14th floor, there's no 13th floor. So we've got 4 of them. Okay?
4 townhouses.
Now we have 3 and possibly 2. We're waiting for a deposit back.
So one's hard and possibly another contract. Okay.
Correct. Okay. They are 8,000 square feet.
Which 2 are available?
I believe 12. The south one. This one is sold.
Okay.
Right
okay. So
I have to double check with RV which one the contract went out.
Okay.
And then, so those are 8,000 square feet, 20-foot ceilings of glass.
Wow.
So the 15th floor through the 22nd floor are probably the most similar. Okay, so you've got this grouping right in here, 16-foot deep terraces. They're all 10-foot ceilings throughout the half floors. So you've got the 15th floor all the way up to the 49th floor with the shear wall that divides the O1s, which are south, east to west, and the O2s, which are north, east to west. Okay. They range in size from 4,600 square feet, 4,700 square feet, and 4,800 square feet. 10-foot ceilings. They range in price from $4.9 million all the way up to $6.9 million today.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're fully finished. So that means we'll get to the finishes in a moment.
Okay.
But it's Moltanian C closets. They're all very high-end finishes. Got the Puccini kitchens, Gagano appliances, Sub-Zero, Relay, You've got Creon lighting, Crestron smart technology, built
Nice.
flooring. Well, you know, it's just
Wow.
everything's done.
Wow, that's
So the price per square foot today
mhm.
is an incredible upside value
Mhm.
for where it's going. You have to remember,
Oh, I agree.
Action traded and launched. It was $800, $900
Mhm.
a foot.
And look at it now.
And look at where their prices are.
Yeah.
And this is a game changer.
Oh, I completely agree. Definitely.
You know, so you're very familiar. So you can see how when the building starts to split, you create two different terrace experiences.
Yep.
So each unit, when we sit down with our buyers, they really decide how they want their art or the sculpture of the building to impact their experience inside the house.
Mhm.
It's really cool. It's like selecting, you know, it's like curating.
Yeah.
And then you've got these 8 full floor penthouses, 12-foot ceilings on those levels.
Wow.
Okay? They're 10,000 square feet.
Okay.
You've got 120 by 120 feet. So these are 60 feet. This is 120 feet across.
Wow. That's
So
unbelievable.
To give you an idea, 10 Museum,
Uh-huh.
that's 100 feet. So those 4 units, the 1, 2, 3, and 4 in 10 Museum,
In the front,
they're 25 feet.
25 feet each.
Right. So this is 60. That's 60.
Wow. That's amazing.
The smallest is 4,600 square feet.
Wow. I couldn't imagine.
That's right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So what you have is opportunity when you start getting the full floors, the building on the corners starts to be.
Okay.
So you've got this diamond cut glass that goes up on the full floors, and
Mhm.
you've got the top one here that's 16,000 square feet. It's 2 full floors.
Okay.
It's a double floor penthouse.
Mhm.
We're talking to some folks from Hong Kong right now, and that one's priced today at $45,000.
Wow.
But that's going to trade and retrade
Mhm.
$50, $60, $70 million.
Mhm.
Finished.
Finished. Yeah.
Right? And then the aquatic center on the roof. So that's sort of how the building breaks down.
Okay.
We're going to have a concierge service. We're not going to have a network crew
Mhm.
or Star or any of those. We're going to have to be interviewing concierge services in New York or in London and abroad to get the kind of company that can cater to the level of sophistication of the buyers. Okay, so I'm taking a very hands-on approach to all of the amenities and all of the common areas. So for Kashira in the entryway, it's again, it's like artwork. She's creating these sculptural light installations. Not so dissimilar like they created this sales gallery. This is not a model living room, but they created these designs and these lighting installations specifically for the sales gallery, for the entry. These are doorways. These cut out too.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice those.
Yeah.
So those lead into hallways.
Correct. And then you've got her furnishings, like similar to what you're sitting on now,
Mhm.
that traded auction for hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know if you noticed when you came in, there was a fragrance. She's actually creating fragrances for all the common areas, the elevators, the lobbies,
Wow.
the spa. She can actually do it for your home as well. This is a great rendering. What I love about this, you really see how the building, the exoskeleton of the building, plays and interplays with the activity, with the daily activity of the day. Because you come down with your guests, your family, your friends, and you actually have swimming experiences that come in and around this exoskeleton and the architecture of the building. So there's bridges, and you can swim around these pieces. There's 2 double doors that are right here.
Mhm.
I just got the renderings from London yesterday. There's 2 double doors right here into the 8th and 9th floor amenities level, okay? Beautiful. She's designing incredible spas and incredible theaters, and it's 10,000 square feet of double height. In some cases it's double height. In many cases it's 2.
For what, the spa or the theater?
For that
That whole amenity deck. Okay.
Exactly. So the 8th and 9th floors for that. Again, the 10th floor, 10, 11, and then 12, 14. There's no 13th floor. All those duplex townhomes.
Okay.
Okay. But you can see these are deep terraces. Enzo and Nia, by the way.
You said those are 16 foot?
Deep, yeah.
Deep, yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, huge. Anthony is doing all the landscape architecture work.
Okay.
And that'll interplay also with the swimming and sun deck experiences. Spa, Tanzania. This image is, So what you can see, I was talking to Chris Levine from London about, some of my colleagues were saying, it's an arched ceiling that's metallic, and I thought, how does a metallic ceiling play into a wet area? Because you've got a 72-foot lap pool, infinity edge that abuts the glass. Okay, and then you've got this sculptural watermark sculpture that's coming down, arching through the ceiling. And he said to me, it's not metallic; it's actually an iridescent glazing. So it's reflected, and it will reflect the water. It will reflect the western sunset skies that are spectacular, and it travels the entire crown of this of the top of the building. It's the 60th and 60th and 61st.
That's going to be beautiful.
Amazing.
That was one of my questions. You answered one of my questions. So this pool deck faces, this faces west.
Okay.
Okay.
So the pool is here. Okay.
Got it.
And you've got these curved staircases that come down.
Oh, okay.
And you walk around to the other side. There's glass walls that come down here and here that separate the west from the east.
Got it.
Okay. So as you go through there, there's vertical gardens. On the other side, you've got the sky lounge, the kitchen, the entertaining areas. So that's east. But the ceiling feature travels the entire circumference.
That's beautiful.
And then you can see also how these single floor residences play with these huge wide open spaces as the building splits.
Yeah.
These are the full floors. 12-foot ceiling. It's beautiful, right?
Gorgeous.
20 more here, right?
Wow.
Maybe more. See, most buildings, they have their mechanicals on the roof. You see?
Yep.
That's down below.
Wow.
So what's on the roof is, it's just brilliant design. And I like this image because you can really see how the building is situated on the park. Because you have the two museums, the High Line in between. Bakoto is opening the restaurant space here.
Okay.
In the Perez, which is brilliant. I'm not sure.
I hadn't heard of that. Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. And then we're right here on the plaza with the fountains and the water features.
Wow.
So you come out the building and you're right there on the water fountains. We'll be the first building in Miami to have a vault in the lobby.
Nice.
So there'll be security boxes for every owner. If you want to store artwork, if you want to store jewelry, you'll have that opportunity in the lobbies. Most owners will have this as a second, third, and some cases fourth and fifth home. This image is great because you really get what I was trying to explain before about how the building, the sculpture of the exoskeleton really creates, the view experience that you'll have in your house. So, in other words, the floor below, this will cut in a little bit further. Follow?
Yep.
And then you'll see, when I take you through the floor plans, you'll have an opportunity, it's like a flip book, to see what the exoskeleton does.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's very cool. Because they split and they travel, and they really create a very, very interesting perspective.
Nice.
So again, you've got 4 zones, for the building. Townhomes, the half floors, which are the crux of the building, there's 70 of them.
Okay.
There's 35 and 35. And then you've got the 8 full-floor penthouses, and then you've got the 1 duplex penthouse for a total of 83 residences. Okay, I'm going to skip through this because we're going to go back to a different program for the floor plans, but I'll show you that. This is the duplex.
Wow.
Okay, it's the duplex penthouse. So
how many square feet?
16,200.
Wow.
Okay, you've got these 2 circular staircases that are floating. Zaha has them in her studio and workspace in London. They're spectacular. And then you've got these open private indoor pool that's open to below.
There's a private indoor pool, nice.
100-foot terrace, 83-foot great room, 12-foot ceiling.
100-foot terrace.
Gorgeous, right?
That's amazing.
Look at this space. It's magnificent. All of the kitchens, again, we have a simple kitchen which we'll be able to show you. Model kitchen, Gatta Cucini, Gagano appliances, door brought faucets and plumbing, We'll see that in a moment. Well, the closets are built in, Multanian C. So we have some of the samples that Zaha has chosen herself, of choices that our buyers have for what they would like. The finishes to be like. You see these full-length floor-to-ceiling windows within your closet space. Zaha is designing the door handles.
That's within the walk-in closet? Wow.
All of the residences are complete. They're fully finished with Creon lighting, ceiling, flooring, walls. Crestron with smart technologies built in as well. You're familiar with this in the Moore building, which is historic. She did that for Craig Robbins. This is a great image because you can really see how the building spills right out to this plaza.
Yeah.
Right?
And
you've got the World Center, which is right behind it. That's a great rendering of the park.
That is great.
So you can see how the steps lead up to the High Line that adjoins both museums. This is going to be incredible. We're watching the planetarium come up every day.
That's going to be a shark tank on the left, right?
Well, no, they've changed the design.
Oh, they did.
But they will have an aquarium and a planetarium.
What is going to be in that left?
That's a planetarium.
Oh, that's a planetarium.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah, that's going to be a planetarium. And then right behind us, you've got this incredible 36 acres of retail. And there's going to be a high-speed train finally that connects the Orlando Airport, Fort Lauderdale Airport, and the Miami Airport. 36 acres right behind the buildings right here. That's right behind us. So you've got what's happening here, you've got what's happening right there. This is really going to be like the central nervous system. It's very exciting. I was in New York last week for Thanksgiving, visiting with some family and friends, and I also was doing some presentations at Brown Harris Stevens on Park Avenue. And a lot of the folks that I was talking to there, they said, Miami is very metropolitan. It's really becoming very cosmopolitan. And it's true, because of the influx of all these architects that want to build our new city. It's very exciting. You've got the design district you're familiar with, Wynwood, of course, Brickell City Center.
And again, we were talking earlier, that's only 9 acres. The Miami World Center is 36 acres, you said, right? That's amazing.
It's amazing.